So yeah, what I want to talk about right now is my how to have more creativity when drawing series. Now, what I want to quickly point out about this video is that color is this video is about color if I didn't specify that already. And what it's supposed to do is to help give the individual greater influence when it comes to the amount of colors you can possibly, well, have in general when it comes to learning how to draw. So, when it comes to colors, when it comes to learning how to draw, there I looked it up online and they said that there is pretty much infinity. And what they can pretty much count for now is that there's about 18 decillion, which is 33 zeros after the 18. Imagine that. We live in a world where we think trillions is a big number, and a trillion is definitely a lot less than, well, a decillion, you know? So imagine decillions being the number of colors that we can possibly, types of colors we can see in our own planet, just to give you a bit of an interesting fact here. So, the point I'm trying to make here is that when it comes to colors, when it comes to art, there's such a big variety of different colors you can create that it's not even funny. Um, that's not even funny, to be honest with you. It's just more of a matter of course, not literally like we're talking about the primary colors, but we're talking about like spin-off colors, like for example, like crimson red and like all that type of stuff, um, you know, crimson red and all that type of stuff. That's what I meant. Um, because the colors can change under different lighting conditions from what I read here, which wouldn't come as that much of a surprise, because there's many different shades of it, as you can see if you've looked at a lot of things. And when it comes to drawing, this is a very important tip because when it comes to drawing, color is something that really stands out to the person. And it always has. It represents what the video is about. Well, not the video. No, no, no. That was something sad. But what it represents is about what the art is about, the feeling it's supposed to give off, based on the colors of it, the feeling it's supposed to give off. Like for example, you look at it, if it's blue, you're gonna think more of water. If it's red, you're gonna think more of fire. Um, so that's pretty much the truth about when it comes to understanding colors when it comes to drawing. So in this everyday to day world, everywhere you go, people are talking about how people are running out of ideas and yada yada yada. But I think it's kind of good when it comes to learning to not run out of ideas. It's good to really realize that fact I made just now. And not just realize that fact, you can also look it up yourself because when it comes to learning how to draw, you're going to need a lot of colors. It's not, of course, you'll need a digital app, definitely, when it comes to learning how to use that many different types of colors, if it's possible to. But it's just to give you an insight in how big of a variety of the amount of colors there are when it comes to, well, drawing, um, in general. When it comes to drawing in general, to be quite frankly honest with you. And colors are very important because it's not only just represents the theme, it also makes the image stand out more. It also makes the image stand out more, in all honesty, for the person looking at it. Um, it makes the image stand out more for the person looking at it. And it's just a very, very great way to symbolize different feelings. So with the fact that there's 18 Assyrian ones, if you ever start running out of colors, you can probably, maybe you should try using different colors that you've never thought of. Besides, the name of the series, as I call it, is how to be more creative when drawing. So you should try to maybe experiment with different colors. And the best way to do that, I think, is just to look at different colors and just see which ones you want to try. And maybe, who knows, maybe sometimes you might just try a random color for the sake of trying it, not even really looking up the facts. I mean, not even really having much of an idea of anything, just looking at it. Because pretty much what that number represents is that it represents the number of variations of basic colors we pretty much have, the number of different shades, as I would interpret it to be, um when it comes to colors. So that's something I think a lot of people could use as help, instead of just, well, it's not that easy, but I think it's very great assistance for people who want to understand art and want to become better at the craft, and perfect and perfect the craft the best that they can. Um, as you know, perfect the craft the best that they can. And I think that was just an interesting fact that I just wanted to point out, because as humans are going more and focusing more on outer space, and even for our own planet, we're starting to realize more and more about it. Um, we're starting to realize more and more about it. It makes sense that, if you really want to make things better, you're going to focus on a bigger variety, especially with the fact that so many people have tried so many different ideas before. So you're going to want to try a bigger variety of things to make yourself stand out from the rest of the crowd. So that was so that's something that I just wanted to suggest. I think it's a very good idea. I think it's something to think about, just to give you influence, even if you're not, even of course you're to give you influence. And that's all I pretty much had to say, really, pretty much. And this should help you learn how to become a better artist and become a better artist. This little, just simple, interesting fact should help you become a better artist and just improve at the skill and stick out from the rest of the crowd. And it encourages greater creativity than, well, what we're used to. And that's my video. And that's all I have to say.